Rick Rubin. I feel like Rick Rubin is having like another wave, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that book he put out is a classic.
Is that why?
Yeah, it's
The
a
book
classic.
is great.
I think.
Oh, I gotta check this.
I think,
I
yeah,
gotta
The Creative
read half
Act is a classic. I just always find it so important for people with such strong set of beliefs and visions and ideas to put out a book, let alone an audiobook. Like, you can press play and just hear Rick Rubin. He could die tomorrow, and you could just press play and hear him talking about
This is philosophy
his belief system
on creation.
Like, that's, to me, is so underrated.
Yeah, the reason why he came up, I thought that was your guru person that you were speaking to.
Yeah, no. But I mean, I listened to Rick Rubin without him realizing I'm listening to him. But
Okay, so what does Rick Rubin do? For those of us that, you know, he's synonymous with music, but we don't exactly know what he is doing.
that's the guy in the room who only has the purest intentions at heart, which is, I just want this to be the best thing it could be. And so people in the music business have called him like a reducer. I think Kanye called him a reducer, not a producer. You bring him in and he's just sort of like, nah,
Cut that
that
out.
should go, that should. He's just, I don't know. It's like you very rarely meet people who are the source.
Yeah.
We talk about it, like me and BB Borelli, who I had her at the house for like a month and a half when I was making Santiago.
Who's this, BB Borelli?
She's incredible. She's the one who wrote Bitch Better Have My Money by Rihanna. She's an incredible songwriter. Incredible songwriter. And she just gives so many gems in the studio. And one of the terms she kept saying was the source and pure, source, pure, source, pure. And kind of how she puts it, and I agree, it's like there's people who are just the source. They're the source of the sauce. Like, they're in there just conjuring the ideas. And then there's people who deliver the ideas. But there's people who no one knows who are like, we're the ones coming up with the ideas. Like,
Would
people
you say Kanye is a source, or?
I would say Kanye is a source. I would also say Rick Rubin is a source.
Okay.
I think like people like Sia, you know, the pop singer.
yeah.
She's a source. That's someone who people call on her to write their songs. You know
The
what
way
I mean?
I interpreted Rick from the book and just from a bunch of his interviews, I'm curious what you think, is like he seems like a creative psychologist.
Yes.
Or like a creative therapist.
I agree. It's like creative self-help.
Yeah, like you're coming to him being like, look, I have all these ideas and I feel really strongly about these different things, but it's all kind of nebulous. And he would be like, this is where you should focus your energy. This is true. This energy you're feeling is honest and will connect with people.
I'm
and
always
this thing is
skeptical of these types of people, but I have so much respect for the people that admire him. So I give him that benefit of the doubt.
He
But if he was
preaches
anybody else, I'd be like, what's this hustle, bro?
But
I'm skeptical of a lot of them, but I've had a lot of benefit from a lot
But
of them.
isn't that
So
how
I think
it
there's
goes
good and
with,
bad ones. Yeah.
Isn't that how it goes with anyone? Like, absent of credentials, aren't you skeptical of anyone and everyone?
Always.
Right? So it's like, yeah, Rick Rubin, absent of credentials, you're like, what
I'm
is
not
this
skeptical if you could dunk from the free throw line. I'm not skeptical if you're putting up 50.
I see.
So it's like,
I see.
if you know so much about making
But
the
Rick
music.
Rubin has tangible, like you could be like 99 Problems and all these amazing.
Yeah, but Jay had plenty of hits prior to
No,
99
of course,
Problems,
but
so
once
that's why
again,
like-
it's never.
Also,
it's
is he
never
writing the
black-
music for it, or is he there going, this is what, like,
I think you know what it is. It's tough for non-musicians.
yeah,
to
we're
understand-
outsiders. We don't know what it takes to
to
make a
understand the contribution that people who maybe don't play an instrument or don't write lyrics
Right.
have. But
Phil Jackson. I don't know if the triangle offense is that effective, but he can take the egos, the
really
talent.
effective.
There
But
was a time
having
before the
somebody-
game moved to the three-point line, the triangle offense was incredibly
And he was
effective. The game
effective.
passed him by, but he was incredibly
But he
effective.
was effective with the Lakers until 2011 was Kobe's last championship, 2010.
But the three-point line didn't really change. The way that people shot threes has changed.
But you understand my point. He takes the talent that can dunk from the free throw line. He goes, here's how you win a championship. Jordan doesn't win one before. Phil.
What I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to discredit his X's and O's game. I don't want to get too far off from this, but like the triangle offense was something that was amazing. Now most NBA teams run one of two offenses. It's kind of the same thing. It's how you manage those players, which is what you're saying. But it was something novel and unique and really cool what he was doing. There was value.
I think why I like resonate with Rick Rubin so much is because he preaches authenticity and making music for you, the audience that is you.
Yeah.
and doing it for that reason. And there is no such thing as writer's block, because writer's block is either you not being good enough for yourself or you not being good enough for them. It's just like, there's a lot of things that he just talks about that regardless if he had credentials, what he's saying is the truth.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know y'all from a can of paint, right? But y'all can say things that are just the truth. It doesn't matter if I know y'all's resume.
And you know when you hear it.
You know the truth. You know, and I think the truth just rings out, regardless if there's a resume attached to it. And I think also with him, it's somebody who's looking out for the artist, bro. It's like, I just feel like a lot of people are not giving game on really how, like you said, a self-help for creatives. It's fucking incredible what he's doing. So I'm all for it.
I almost look at him like, in a way, like Tony Robbins-ish.
Right.
Where it's like he can go into a business or work with an individual, and all the people that have worked with him publicly that talk about him, Bill Clinton, Agassi, they're like, yo, this guy changed my life. He helped my business. He helped me see the world more clearly. And it seems like Rick does that for musicians.
And the and to add on to that, the contribution factor of someone who, like, for people who don't make music, it would be so incredible to have somebody in the studio who's knowledgeable, who's a visionary, who has great taste, who has no skin in the game.
Right.
And who has no bias, because I'm in there by myself most of the time. And so I'm judging super hard. Or it's me and Boogie's my best friend, and like, we both just like love everything we do. And yeah, certain songs get this reaction, certain songs, but still, it's like to have somebody sort of over here who's like, I don't fucking know y'all at all.
Yeah.
This is the one, this isn't the one. Like, when I met Rick Rubin in 2016, went to his house, and we drove in his car. He was driving this, it was like a white Range Rover. We're driving down PCH, and I'm playing him songs. And I play him a bunch of songs, and I get to What They Want. And I don't know if What They Want had come out yet, but for context, like, What They Want is like 5 times platinum now. And I remember playing it, a bunch of songs from What They Want comes on, and he just instantly, like, ears perk up, and he's like, this is the one.
Oh, wow.
And this is like, this dude at that time was probably in his 50s, something. So it's like, not, quote unquote, tapped in to the youth and what would work with the youth. And I was 22, 23 at the time.
I remember listening to that song and being so upset you were white. And I couldn't believe this white.
But he would, like, Rick Rubin was like, yeah, this is the one. You know, and it's just like,
you can do that with a premise. Like, you can hear a premise now at this point in comedy and go,
I think
that's a great.
Yeah,
I feel like I can do that with music, no bullshit.
I mean,
dead ass. Like, I feel like if you play me the album, like, yeah, this is the single.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that he preaches, which, like, but here's the thing that he preaches, which I absolutely subscribe to, because it just feels like the truth. Which is,
how hard is it? Like, they make the decision for you.
No, but you're right. You're right, because guess what he talks about? He talked about in his Jay Shetty interview. When you take a bite of food, how long does it take for you to say, do I like it or not? It's instant.
Yeah.
Same shit with music. He was like, it's just taste. I don't have to think about whether I like it or not. And so Rick Rubin has gotten to where he is off of his taste. And to me, that is the flyest shit ever. That dude has gotten.
So you
there.
would love Rick Rubin, is the point,
bro?
I think I would. I am oftentimes skeptical when I hear about these figures and the way that they're described, right? Because what a lot of times I think that they're like, for example, it's really nice to have somebody, when you're an artist, tell you what you're doing is great when all the other people around you are trying to monetize you.
Sure.
So when the label is trying to make money off this, and the studio is trying to make money off this, and the people at the recordings is trying to make money off, and then somebody who doesn't need your money because he's a multimillionaire so many times over comes over and he's like, no, I like this one here. You go, oh, I can. There's honesty here.
Yeah.
Like, so I understand the comfort that must come from that, and also the validation from someone that we always respect.
Yeah.
It's just learning about what that actual skill is. I'm ignorant to him.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is that people that I respect really respect him.
Well,
so
he also like
started
Def Jam, which was like the first hip hop label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure
out
what the actual tangible thing is, and this creative consultant having taste. Like, taste is huge. Like,
taste is everything.
Dude, that's the thing. Like,
it's not even huge. It's everything.
Fashion.
The reason why you write the jokes you write is because your taste says they're funny.
Yeah.
And the reason why you're huge is because there's a lot of other people who say, your taste is my taste.
Right.
And
And
a
also just
Wintour.
understanding what the people have. Like,
That's taste.
yeah, understanding what people want. It's like understanding
That's
culture
taste.
and understanding feeling. Like,
That's taste.
And when you have taste, it's hard to imagine some people don't have taste.
that's,
Right.
yeah.
And it's also, you can't quantify taste. You either have it or you don't. He did his 60 Minutes with Anderson Cooper. So do you play an instrument? No. Do you know how this board works? No. I know what my ears like.
That's it.
Taste. That's everything, though. It's like, for me, there was a lot of imposter syndrome, still is, with like, maybe I'm not the best pianist, and maybe I don't know how to work all the equipment, but I feel like I know so well what a smash is.
Bro, you know what's funny?
And like, that's just taste. And that's what I've been moving off of. So for me, Rick Rubin it's just confirmation that taste is everything.
I'm gonna tell my wife this shit, bro.
There we go. Now we've segued.
Nah, 'cause she was showing
Now
me
we've
shit.
gotten to the real.
What you gonna
I just got taste.
It's like his wife has been watching Rick Rubin interviews.
I got taste, man.
And so he's like, I get it.
I don't have to pick the things out. I just know when I don't want it. I know when it's not there, and I know when it does
don't
hit
need
me
to
and it's
explain
there.
yourself. Yeah.
But I just know it. I have a really strong opinion about these things. That's interesting, calling it taste, yeah.
That's what it is.
I just
The
thought it was
reason
being
why
a
you
snob.
wore your clothes. No, but it's like the way he explains it, it's so true. It's like, do you like this food? I don't like it. It's just taste. It's not like you put on what you put on right
He
now.
really
because
doesn't
you
understand food. It's like a real sensitive thing.
No, but it's like-
he hurts me. This guy hurts
No, but it's
me.
like
He really hurts me.
We
He does.
wear what we want to wear.
Yes.
We listen to what we want to listen to. We eat what we want to eat. We date who we want to date because that's our taste.
Yes.
Taste dictates all of our expression. And when our taste is confirmed by millions of people, objectively, you could say, I have great taste. Rick Rubin has great taste.
PrizePicks.com, guys, and if you use the promo code Schulz, they will match your initial deposit up to $100. So you put up $100, you get $100 for free. Why don't you gamble with $100 free? PrizePicks.com. Now let's get back to the show.